sound, and I'm gonna look at the framing and make sure this looks okay, and then we'll get started. Thanks for coming by, you guys. Let's see. I just have to refresh the page. Okay, some ads. Oh, I should probably have my headphones. Let's see. Testing. Can you guys hear me? Testing. Can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay. Cool. Okay, so hi you guys. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Super Cali Land. Okay, if you're new to my channel, my name's Alyssa, and welcome for the first time. For everybody else, welcome back. So happy to have you guys here. I'm gonna fiddle with this. I can't really see, because I do this on my cell phone, I can't really see the frame until I'm live. So excuse me while I figure this out for a minute. I hope you guys are having a beautiful Friday. And I'm excited to do this copycat butterbeer recipe from the wizarding world of Harry Potter. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And if you happen to be gluten-free, or maybe you have type 1 like my daughter, type 1 diabetes, and you want things to be low carb, I am gonna do a low carb version, and I'm really excited. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna move you guys forward. I'm gonna move this table. I can tell there's gonna be a ton of headroom. Really quick, you guys. I have to look on the computer because the headroom is slightly different and there's a bit of a delay. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm trying to think if I can get this closer to you guys. And then I might need to just give myself a little more headroom here. Ah! Reminds me of, was that Max? Was his name Headroom? Like the weird voice. That computer, I don't know, it's like from the 80s, I don't know. I just suddenly thought of that. I don't even know if that's the right reference. Wait, let's see what that looks like. Now, there always is like too much headroom because I can't see the actual frame that you guys can see. Sorry, it's a lot of back and forth. But this gives people a chance to get here and hang out. This is gonna be totally chill. Hi, welcome Zach. He says, how are you doing this afternoon? I'm doing great. I love Fridays, and I'm so happy to be doing this right now. So how are you doing? I hope you're well and you're having a good Friday and you're excited about your weekend. I hope you're warm. Zach is in Texas and lost power and was stuck in very cold weather. I think it was about a week ago now, or maybe, I don't know. You can share with us if you want to. If not, I understand. I hope you have power and everything, and it's getting warmer for you. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about what happened to you guys in Texas. You're doing awesome and great. Yay, I'm so happy to hear that. My kids are just finishing up their school. They're on Zoom right now, and then we're in weekend mode. I'm a little delirious and tired because I am obsessed with WandaVision and I watch it at midnight. So if any of you are into WandaVision, we could talk about that too. So I'm a little bit sleep deprived, like just a touch. And we're in week 8 of that weird sleep cycle. So next week is the last week. I have mixed feelings. I'm excited to get my sleep schedule back, but I know there's gonna be like this emotional fallout because the show has just means so much to me. It's connected me to old friends and it's just been really fun to be a part of it. So anyways, if you guys want to chat about that, I'm always down. But we are gonna move into this copycat butterbeer recipe that I'm so excited about. And really quick, Zach says power and still have water, better week this week than last. I'm so glad to hear that, and I hope the worst of that situation is behind you guys. And I hope in future years, if it is super cold, it could be this is just like a once in 100 years like weird winter storm. Those have definitely happened in the 1800s here in California. I think during the Industrial Revolution because of all the coal in the air. Don't tell me about, I'm almost got up to it. I think, anyway, you have not watched WandaVision and you're catching up. I will not do any spoilers. Okay, so you guys can hang out if you have not seen this week's episode or previous episodes. I can't promise that I won't accidentally say something, but I will make a point to not do any spoilers. This is not a WandaVision video. I'm just obsessed and sleep deprived because of it. This is about the Butterbeer copycat recipe, and there's a little bit of a story behind why I'm doing this today, so I'll share that. And then I'll get into like what you need, how to get these items. It was trickier than I thought. And then we'll just make it. It's like a 10-minute recipe. Of course, I'll be talking and chatting, so it will take longer. But I don't know if you guys were here last week. I did a gluten-free, no, it was 2 weeks ago for Valentine's Day. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I did a gluten-free red velvet cake for my daughter from scratch. I had never done it before. I think that video was like 2 hours long. This will not take that long. This is like a pretty quick recipe. In fact, I think I am really quick gonna take you through the ingredients, and then I'll share the story of why I'm doing this today, because I need to make sure that I chill. I've already chilled it, but it was sitting out while I set up. I'm gonna chill the cream soda, and I'm gonna put the heavy whipping cream in the fridge because, you know, don't want it to get warm while I'm talking and chatting. And let's see, I'm just gonna turn this down because I think it's dinging every time. Okay, so anyways, I'm very excited for you, Zach. My neighbor doesn't have Disney Plus, and I think this weekend or sometime soon, we're just gonna binge watch all of them to get her caught up, hopefully by next week. And then I have a friend in Los Angeles, we're talking, a mom friend, we're talking about doing like a party at her house, like a WandaVision finale party, which would be really fun, slumber party, because I'd be in LA, not in Palm Springs. So anyways, we're really into WandaVision, and I'm so excited for you because it's such a great show, and I really think you're gonna have so much fun watching it. By the way, Zach, I know that you really enjoyed Wonder Woman, that last movie, and I didn't finish it. I watched half of it, and then we had to drive. It was at my dad's house because he is was it Showtime? I can't remember which one it's on, but we watched half of it at my dad's house, and then we had to drive back from Santa Barbara to Palm Springs. So I haven't finished it. I'm dying. I was so cranky that we had to get on the road, and we don't have, I need to just see if I can use this password and do it, but we really only have Netflix and Disney Plus and YouTube. So I still need to watch that, but I know you really like that, and I think you're gonna really, I mean, WandaVision, if you're into Marvel, this is definitely such a treat, this show. I'm so excited. And I hope that Loki and Captain America Winter Soldier just like hold a candle. If they're just like even 70% as good as WandaVision, I'm in, and I'm excited. So nothing, I mean, it's so good. Okay, so really quick, the ingredients for the Butterbeer copycat recipe. This recipe, no matter what ingredients you get, pretty much is gluten-free. So I'm also doing diet cream soda today because my daughter has type 1 diabetes, and this way she can drink this drink without me needing to give her a lot of insulin and worrying about sudden lows after the sugar high. So if you have type 1 or you're trying to lower your carb intake or your sugar intake, there is diet cream soda, and it might change the taste. If you guys know that diet soda definitely tastes different from regular soda, so we'll see. But I am going with diet cream soda, so you could get cream soda or diet. It's your choice, your preference, depending on your diet. And then everything else is gluten-free. The reason I'm making this copycat recipe at home and saying gluten-free is because my daughter and I, we did go to Universal City Walk earlier this week. I posted a video about it yesterday, and my understanding was the Butterbeer is gluten-free. It is, however, it gets kind of complicated. They do process some of the ingredients in the drink in a facility that processes wheat. So if you have celiac disease like my daughter, there is cross-contamination, and I have to tell you guys, she got a really bad tummy ache several times this week, and it could be a coincidence because I don't ever really know why her body is doing what it does, but I have a strong suspicion that it is from the cross-contamination that we found out about while we were making the video and while we were trying these products from the Hogsmeade stand at Universal City Walk. So if you have celiac, you might want to proceed with caution, maybe do some of your own research. I will continue to share with you kind of our experience and what I think is definitely something to stay away and what maybe you can get away with. But this I'm doing just because I thought it'd be really fun, and there's a lot of people out there that love to make sure that what they're eating, drinking is gluten-free. So this is just a fun video that I'm excited to share with you guys. Let's see, I don't know why this is not up to date with the, I just saw a little comment pop up. Oh, hi, Discover California Central Coast. Thank you so much for coming by, and thank you for representing for the Central Coast. I am from the Santa Ynez Valley, so and I was born in Goleta, so the Central Coast is just near and dear to my heart, and I just love, I love the people, I love the terrain, I love just everything about it. It's such a special, magical place, so I feel like more people should get the word out about how special the Central Coast of California is. So thank you for making your channel about that, and thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Okay, so the ingredients for the gluten-free butterbeer recipe is pretty simple. The topping is made from whipping cream, and I just got heavy whipping cream. And also, then after you whip the cream, you add powdered sugar, and you add this, just a caramel topping to give it the caramel flavor. So that's your whipping top. And then the actual drink, I'm doing the soda drink. I'm not doing the frozen or the hot butterbeer. I'm just doing the standard butterbeer. It's actually a cream soda drink, and like I said, I got diet because my daughter does have type 1 diabetes, so I'm doing diet cream soda, which might change the flavor. So if you really want to get the exact flavor, go with just regular cream soda. And then you're supposed to put a teaspoon of butter extract and a teaspoon of butterscotch extract. Now you guys, I'm a procrastinator. I decided to do this video like a couple days ago. I was just like, oh, I'll just buy the ingredients here. We have so many grocery stores. I had an hour this morning to get to Palm Desert and back. The only place that had all the ingredients that I could find was a Walmart in Palm Desert, which is about a 20-minute drive from where I am. And they didn't have the butterscotch extract. I was so bummed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix a little bit of this butterscotch topping, the sauce, into my extract or into my drink. So it's not gonna be exactly the same. So that's a little modification that I'm gonna have to do. So if you wanna get all the actual ingredients, I did put a link to this copycat recipe in my description box. And I think what you're gonna have to do is order some of these items online. For example, if I would have ordered these ingredients on Monday, I probably could have gotten them delivered from Walmart or from Target or from wherever you buy your groceries from. So it seems that a lot of this, particularly the butter extract and the butterscotch extract, are pretty, I don't think you're gonna necessarily find those. I was shocked to actually find, I'm gonna show it to you guys. I was shocked to find this in stock because I've never used it before, and I've done a lot of baking, and but it was in stock at Walmart, and yeah, I didn't find the butterscotch extract, so I'm just gonna improvise with the sauce, and I think it'll still taste really good because it'll have the flavor. So that's the only adjustment I need to make, and you can, good luck. Let me know in the comments if you have trouble finding the ingredients. Also, just a disclaimer that even though this is completely gluten-free, it does have dairy. So even the extract, you guys, look at that. It says has milk. So just read all the disclaimers just to make sure you don't have anything in there that will irritate you based on your own particular diet. So really quick, I'm just gonna skip through here so I can. All right, so I'm gonna chill these. I'm gonna share a little bit more about my experience taking my daughter to get butterbeer for the first time, and just a little bit more about whether it's gluten-free, and then we'll get started. Okay, so like I said, I took my daughter for the first time. It was her first time. I haven't been to Universal City Walk since last summer. So I took my daughter to Universal City Walk for the first time ever for her. She's 5. She has type 1 diabetes and celiac disease. With the type 1, I don't love giving her really sugary drinks, but once in a while I let her do it, and then I just give her a lot of insulin and I just watch her like a hawk to make sure she doesn't suddenly go low from all the insulin I have to give her to match the sugar. So I am excited that I found a diet cream soda, because that'll make this easier for her to drink without the highs and the lows, which are kind of dangerous. So I was so excited because I read online that the Harry Potter Butterbeer is gluten-free. I get there, and the woman working at the Hogsmeade stand, she didn't really seem to know what gluten was, because she did say the drink has dairy and whey, so it's not gluten-free. But if any of you know, neither dairy nor whey has gluten. It's really only wheat. Now, so then I was like, great, this is gluten-free. She had this little handout, it said gluten-free. And we went ahead, we got the butterbeer ice cream, we got a hot butterbeer drink and a frozen butterbeer drink. And I think that's everything we tried. And the ice cream, when I read really closely, it said it contains milk and soy, but then when you look closer in the fine print, it said processed in a facility that processes wheat products. So then my daughter had eaten some of that, and then I had to convince her to stop eating it. And so she definitely could have been exposed to cross-contamination. So if you know anything about celiac disease, or if you don't, you can't even have like invisible trace amounts of gluten. It's really harmful to your small intestines. It's not an allergy, it's an autoimmune disease that's actually quite serious. So I have to really make sure that her diet is 100% gluten-free. So then I was like, okay, the ice cream's a no-go, but what about the drink? To my understanding, there's nothing in the drink that has gluten, so there's no reason that she should have a reaction. But the woman kept saying, well, the topping has gluten, but then she'd like, it's dairy and whey. But now I really think what's going on is the topping, which is the whipped cream butterscotch float that goes on top of the soda. I think that might also be processed in a facility that processes wheat, because also the chocolate frogs that they sell at the stand have cross-contamination, and the Burt's Bots every flavored beans. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that also has cross-contamination. And really neither chocolate nor jelly beans should, but what's happening is wherever they make all of those Harry Potter sweets, they must also make something with flour. So maybe like some kind of crispy wafer treat or a cereal or something else is being processed that has flour. So none of these products are safe. And you know, you might be like, oh, you can just get the soda without the topping. But if you know anything about this drink, they are very strict at Universal Studios. They will not serve you the drink without the topping. It's a secret recipe. It was approved by J.K. Rowling herself, and it has to come with the float. So you can try to talk them into it all you want. You are not walking away with that drink without the creamy float on top. And of course, for those of you that are dairy-free, you might also want to do that, but alas, you cannot. They will not allow it. It's completely forbidden. So if you're getting this drink, you're getting it with all of the allergens. And there's a lot. So, because it's not just wheat, there's also nut, tree nut, peanut, and soy and milk cross-contamination. There might be one other, but I'm not thinking what it is. So all of them are there. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do a gluten-free butterbeer, just the butterbeer soda, the regular with the float on the top, the whole thing. I'm so excited. I'm a fan of root beer floats, so I'm really jazzed about this recipe, because even my daughter, when we go to In-N-Out, she can't really do a root beer float because it's got so much sugar in it. So she'll do a Diet Coke float, and I personally don't love a Diet Coke float, but she loves it. And then I only really need to give her insulin for the ice cream. So let's see how this goes. And it should be pretty quick. It won't be, like I said, it won't be like last week when I made like a whole gluten-free cake from scratch. This is like a 10-minute prep, 10-minute, I think it's just like a 10-minute recipe. I can look here, I have it pulled up to look at the exact specs here. And I love doing copycat recipes. It's a lot of fun, especially since we've been in California, we've been at home a lot, so there's been a lot of things that we've done in the kitchen that we wouldn't normally have time to do. But this one's pretty simple. The hardest part is finding the ingredients. Even I did not find that butterscotch extract. So, just so you guys know, it says prep time 10 minutes, total 10 minutes. So it's like a 10-minute recipe. Again, I'm kind of just chatting and talking to you guys. This is live, so it'll take longer than 10 minutes, but probably not too much longer. So the longest part will be the topping. You do have to whip it, and it's just heavy whipping cream. It's 1 cup. So I'm gonna start with that. And thank you guys, everyone that came by to say hi. Thank you for the thumbs up. I see them. It's very encouraging. I love the support. We can use, this is not a very big channel, so all the support you can give, I really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone that watches this in the playback. I will put timestamps so you can just go to like, okay, when did she make the topping? When did she make the soda? And you can just see those parts too if you wanna prepare this alongside this video. Hey baby, are you done with school? No? My kids are still, this is probably crazy to do this while they're still in school, but living on the edge. Okay, so this, unlike milk, you do need to shake this well, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid back on it. Right now, actually I'm doing the topping. This is what I'm working on. Yeah, of course, sweetie. This is my son Declan, he's 5.
Yeah.
Sorry, 8. He's 8. I'm so used to saying that. You're not 5.
Why?
Raleigh, my daughter, is 5, and I just like, I was up late watching WandaVision, so if I'm a little brain dead today, I am also sleep deprived. WandaVision. Okay. Yeah, we love Wanda.
I probably shouldn't do that.
We love WandaVision. It's getting a little too scary. Declan watched, I think, you watched the first 7 episodes, and then last night's episode, we just kind of, both of us knew it was gonna get really dark. We could just kind of see, I don't know if you guys noticed if you watch WandaVision, but like every other episode has jump scares. So like last week's episode wasn't too scary, but then this week's episode, we just knew it's towards the end of the season, we knew it was gonna go darker. So he actually did not watch it, and I'm so glad. Here, baby doll, here's your water, sweetie. There you go. You want to say bye, or you just want to?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Okay. So, this is my little jar. This will be the final jar for the final product. So we're just doing. I'm gonna move this. We're not dealing with that right now. Just doing the topping. So we're just shaking this up. So now we're just for my timestamp people, we're just gonna go ahead and do the top, the whipped. What, baby doll?
I'm just gonna stay here in case I'm not.
Oh, you're not gonna go back to class? No, you need to go to class because what if he calls on you? No, I said, do you wanna say goodbye on camera? I'll be so ready for the kids to go back to school. You guys have no idea. It better happen this fall. Anyway, so we're making the topping, shaking up the heavy whipping cream. Shake well. What? What, baby? Oh no, you're definitely going back. If I have to send you to private school, you're going back in the fall. Some schools are back. So Santa Barbara County, they've been back I think since October, November of 2020. Orange County, I heard their schools are back. Now when I say back, they're in smaller classes, smaller groups, and I think they're doing half days, but anything would be better than this just like constant quarantine for these kids. Like they need to get out, they need to be in the fresh air, they need to be playing on the playground.
I think we can do that. Like,
what?
Like soon I think we can do that.
I hope so. Anyway, so it's 1 cup
and
of
I can just act like I got my vaccine.
Hey baby doll, if you're gonna talk, you need to be on camera, okay? Okay, thanks, sweetie. Okay, so I'm doing 1 cup of the heavy whipping cream. So 1 cup of that. Well, shake it up so it's nice and, I think one time I didn't shake it and it didn't really whip properly, so definitely shake it up. And then we're doing, we're gonna whip that, and then we're gonna whip in these. The reason you need to whip it first is because you need to get that nice fluffy texture. If you add the caramel and the powdered sugar, it'll be harder to get that perfect like whip texture. And I always get a little nervous when I do this on camera live, because you know, whipping, it's, hey Declan, no, see?
Bye.
Okay, bye, no more shenanigans. I'm in the middle of a live video. Thank you, go to class please.
No.
Okay, it's either be quiet or go, I mean, what if
It's almost done.
he might call on you, sweetheart. He's
Okay.
gonna be like, Declan, but you won't be there, and he'll mark you absent.
I'm already.
Okay, I'm starting. All right, I'm whipping. I was gonna say I always get nervous about this because I don't whip that often, and it's like you want to get it like perfect, you know. So you're looking for that stiff peak where if you pull the blades out, it forms a peak, but you don't want to over whip it and it gets kind of like cottage cheesy. Then you've whipped too much, and you won't be able to go back. So just, you know, it's a thing. This will probably be the longest part of this. This is probably the 10 minutes right here.
Yes. Next to the timer.
Could you please just go check in and put your headphones on?
There's only like 5 on the
Yeah, I know. I think you might want to go look. They might have been in class. You might be done. Because it's that time of day. This is why I love weekend, because I love the weekend because I don't have to.
Actually, it's exactly like it's 11:50, so it is 5 more minutes. Okay.
Oh, okay. I love the weekend because on weekdays my kids get really mad at me when I ask them to do school, because I have to be the bad guy every day, being like, go to school, take this test, do this thing, and it's like, it should be someone at school doing that, not mom. Not mom. I mean, they get mad enough when I'm like, brush your teeth, eat this, do that, take your vitamins. No, you guys like your vitamins.
Don't worry, you're not evil.
I know I'm not evil, it's just, it's
But
not
there
the
is
same.
There are some evil characters.
Oh, I'm sure. All right, it's coming along, you guys. I don't know if you can see it. It's getting a little thicker, but it's not even close. Do you want to see it? Come over this way. Come over
What
this
is that
way.
made of?
This is called heavy whipping cream, and it's really cool because it's almost. This is almost. If you want to do science homeschool style, just cook with your kids, because there's a lot of science to it. I actually don't know all the science behind whipping cream, but I'm guessing it's the air is getting inside and actually changing the chemical property of this cream. So it goes from liquid to whipped cream. Isn't that cool? I'll always remember
That makes no sense.
Okay. I'll always remember the first time I whipped cream from scratch. I think it was, I don't know, when I was engaged to Jesse, or maybe when we were first married and you start cooking and baking, you're nesting. And it's just like when it starts to change, like it's starting to change, look at that. It's just like, you're just like, whoa, it's magical. It's just so magical when it does that. I think that's why people love watching cooking videos, because it's just, okay, let's test it.
It's because it's
Look at that. How pretty is that? I think I can go a little bit longer, get a little bit fluffier, but again, if you over whip, you ruin it.
Ready?
So,
Hey, look.
wait just a minute, I'm going to concentrate on this part.
One of them is totally so green, and the other is just whited out. Look.
So,
Look.
you can see, what?
One of them is totally so green, and the other one is done.
I think, yeah, you want to show them? Because I'm in the middle of a video. Okay, he wants to show you.
It was a glow thing, and look,
His
it's
glow
already
stick.
cracked, and this one's cracked. So I don't know why this one lasted like way longer.
Well, I think this one just has like a yellow color, but it's not glowing anymore.
Okay.
So this is also a chemistry thing, right? You crack and the liquid mixes and it makes it fluorescent. And then it, you know, once the chemical reaction is done, it stops glowing. We went out to dinner last night at Saguaro here in Palm Springs. They have amazing tacos, and they've been doing Taco Tuesdays on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And the server was so friendly. She gave these to the kids.
I'm on the waiting bench.
And anyways, you're here on the waiting bench? Okay. So again, no talking if you're off camera, because they can't see or hear you very well.
Tell me when it's Okay.
The teacher wants me?
Yeah.
What's the matter, sweet pea? Okay, just 1 minute. It was, honestly, I should have just waited till after 12 o'clock because my kids are still in class. Declan, wait just a minute, sweetie. Declan? No, you need to come to me. I'm gonna, because the problem is if I stop talking, then there's sound, like the, hey, Raleigh, can you tell Declan to come here, please? Come here, Decky, I need your help. Okay, it's 1/4 cup powdered sugar. Oh, yeah, actually, I need you to come here, I need you to help me.
Okay, but I can't believe she's crying as Averyelle is just a little sad. Okay. And that made her really, really sad, and she doesn't even know what Averyelle is crying about.
Okay, I need your help. Please don't come near this, because this is whipped cream that I don't want anyone touching. Yeah. But can you entertain them for a couple minutes while I go, please? Because if we don't have someone on camera, it'll mess up the video. Thank you. Can you talk? Start talking. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks,
this is my hand. Okay, that makes no sense, probably. Sorry, I just have to stay here and talk because the video might stop. So I need to keep doing this. Sorry if I'm doing bad, because I am bad. Oh no, I just peed in my hand. Okay, maybe she'll cut that out. I hope she does. Oh, yay, look, it's actually my real hand. And then my other real hand. No, the real hand doesn't like you. Oh, yeah. No. Oh, wait. I'm just doing the littlest claps. Just to keep it on. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I'll stop. Wait, I'll be right back. I'll just,
It's a YouTube app thing.
I know, I was like doing little claps and talking.
Okay, alright, sorry you guys. Live video! We're doing this live! Woo! Wait, do this.
You gotta calm down.
Stop. Do that thing where you put your arms through my head. Oh, no, don't grab me.
Oh,
Greg, this is YouTube. You're my arms. You'd be like, okay, I'm gonna talk and you move the arms like it's me.
Okay.
So you guys. Okay, I'm really sorry about that. My daughter and her best friend, sometimes they have misunderstandings and there's a lot of tears and a lot of crying. And so there's gonna be, she's okay. I just want you to know she's okay. She didn't hurt herself. Nothing too traumatic is happening, but you know, except that my son is being forced to be my arms right now to entertain you and to apologize for me not being on camera for a long amount of time during this live video when I should be making butterbeer. Gluten-free, low-carb butterbeer. Okay, thank you for your assistance.
What was that?
Okay, thank you. Declan, everybody. He's 8, not 5. I'm just losing my mind because I didn't get any sleep last night. WandaVision. Okay.
That was actually good.
Okay, all right, so if anybody is still here, we're going to actually make this.
Is it 11:55 now?
What? Yeah, no, you're done with school. It's done. It's the weekend! Woo-hoo!
Yeah!
Fun, kids! Craziness! It's gonna get loud in here. All right, so we've whipped the whipping cream, the biggest step, and it took only a half hour. And then I'm gonna do 1/4 cup of the powdered sugar. Actually, you guys, this is what I bought today to show you, but I have some left over from my last recipe. So I'm gonna use that first. Waste not, want not. You want a hug, baby doll?
You wanted me to give you a hug.
Oh, sweetie. Oh, I love you so much. Are you feeling better?
No.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Did you talk to her? Did you get her on the phone?
No.
That's Raleigh. She's fine. What? Maybe she's busy. You know, she's in the process of a really big move right now, so she might be busy. Just between us, I think my daughter is in a codependent relationship at 5. So we're trying to be very understanding and compassionate and help her navigate this for the first time. The first of many, I'm sure. But she has a best friend. And if one of them is upset, the other one will be upset, like on a dime. So her friend sent her a crying emoji. And I think she was joking, but Raleigh saw all these crying emojis and just burst into tears because she thinks that her friend is upset. Yeah, so it's going to pass. She's going to be okay. And as soon as I'm done with this video, we will resolve it. We'll talk to Abrielle, her best friend. They'll have lunch together. They do everything virtually together. It's really adorable. But there's a lot of twists and turns in the day emotionally. So, as there is in life, in any relationship. So, they're just practicing. Girls, it's emotions. Boys, it's blowing things up. I've got one of each. So I get to see why men and women have so much trouble connecting, because they are just so different, especially in the case of my son and my daughter. They love each other, but one literally wants to just explode things, and the other one wants to process emotions. I don't know how those couldn't be more different. And it explains everything when it comes to men and women in relationships, doesn't it? Okay, so enough talking, Alyssa. Enough psychoanalysis. So we're just doing 1/4 cup of the powdered sugar. And we're doing, I think a whole half, let me just double check. I think it's a 1/2 cup. A 1/2 cup of this, but you guys, honestly, this drink was a little bit too sugary for me, so I think I'm gonna go easier on the butterscotch, especially because I was not able to find the butterscotch extract for the soda, so I'm gonna have to put this in the soda too. So there's gonna be lots of butterscotch. Oh, and there's a seal. I just bought this. Doesn't it look so fancy? Because I couldn't find the butterscotch extract, I went ahead and got the Ghirardelli. It was so fancy looking, and it was $1 more. So I was like, you know what? I'm worth it. I'm gonna make it fancier if I can't make it perfect. That's Alyssa logic. Okay. That's my husband and I, like, whenever I come up with some cockamamie reason for spending money and how we save money, even though I'm spending money, he's always like, that's Alyssa logic. And yeah, it's gotten me places, you guys. It's gotten me to spend a lot of money I don't need to spend on fancy Ghirardelli caramel topping. Whoa. Yeah, I think for me, 1/4 cup is plenty. So if you want to do the whole 1/2 cup, go for it. It's just, I guess, to taste is what we're going to say. I wouldn't go more than a 1/2 cup because it might mess up the actual, like, whipped. If it's too much in the whipped cream, it will flatten, you know? It'll be too heavy, so. That goes in the sink, that's a mess. All right, so we're just gonna mix this up. I'm also gonna I'm gonna fold it in, you guys, because I don't wanna over mix it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fold these ingredients in first. Raleigh, I'm sure it's just that she's driving and she doesn't have reception. Right, and then maybe she lost lost reception. She's on a big road trip right now. So there's no way to know why you're just gonna have to, you wanna watch something while you wait? I'm sure you'll connect with her today. I'm just sure of it, Raleigh. Okay, Raleigh, I'm so sorry. Could you please? Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure she did not mean to upset you. I think she put LOL at the bottom of the text. So I think she was. And yeah, but like sometimes when you put a cry emoji, it's a joke. Because it's like, you know, not like real crying. So Raleigh, I'm going to ask, I'm in the middle of, do you want to try this drink? Do you want to try the Butterbeer? I looked at all the texts. I looked at all of them.
Please.
Probably because she didn't realize you were still in school and she wanted you to text her. Have you tried texting her? Where? Where are your texts? Oh, well, can you go in your room and calmly voice text her? Curse me for being a stay-at-home mom and trying to do live videos. Hey, Raleigh, could you please, if you need to cry, I'm in the middle of a live video. Okay, can you please do it in your bedroom? Thank you so much, Raleigh. Okay, we're gonna get through this, you guys. This is looking delicious, by the way. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna have the tears of a first grader. No, she's a kindergartner. It's gonna have the tears of a toddler. Okay. All right, this looks. Okay, Raleigh, I'm gonna ask you if you need to cry to stay in your room. I'm almost done. If you wanna calmly come and try the drink. Okay. Also, can you go find your pink phone and tell me your number, please? I really appreciate that. I need to know your number. Thank you. Okay, so this is the butterscotch topping that floats on the top of the soda. I think I've scared everyone away with my crazy children and my shenanigans up in here, but it tastes delicious. That is, I think it actually does need more butterscotch though. Okay, darling, you're interrupting a live video right now. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that you'd get really upset in the middle of it. I need to finish this and then we can talk. We could talk for an hour if you need to about what's happening. Okay, I'm actually gonna put more butterscotch. I was wrong, you guys. I thought a half a cup would be plenty, but I mean, not a half a cup. A fourth a cup. It actually, I think, does need a stronger butterscotch flavor to match the one that I had at Universal City Walk. So put the full fourth a cup. I was wrong. I don't love, like, when I go to Starbucks and get a drink, I don't love really overly sweet drinks. So I thought, you know what, that's gonna be too much for me, but it's actually quite subtle. So I'm gonna go ahead and whip this in. And it does give it a nice caramel flavor, or sorry, color. It's got a nice, like, off-white tint to it the more you put in. It's really pretty. I don't know if you'll be able to see on camera what I'm seeing because the camera doesn't really do the true colors, but it's, instead of like white, bright white, it's got a little bit of a butterscotch tint. That's really pretty. And Raleigh, I'm sorry, you guys, just one sec. Miss Raleigh, could you close your door, please? It's so loud. Thank you. Thank you, Raleigh. Just to be clear, you guys, if you think I'm being insensitive, my daughter loves drama. She will practice crying in the mirror for herself, and if right now I told her, you know, you can have a lollipop, she'd be like, so I'm not being insensitive. She will work this out. She has her friend on the phone, and I will check in with her when I'm done with this video. I just want to be clear. It sounds like her dog died, but in reality, this is kind of something that happens a few times a day. So that's why I'm so calm, because this is just like kind of my life. So All right, we're all done with the longest step. It only took an hour. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to do a little bit of improvising because what you're supposed to do is put 1/4 teaspoon of butter extract and 1/4 teaspoon of the butterscotch extract in this liter. I do not have the butterscotch extract, and I do not want to put the butterscotch topping inside of this because I just think it'll mess up the texture. So I'm gonna do the butter extract, and then I'm gonna line my cup with this and hope there's enough of a butterscotch flavor to match this drink. Okay, so now I was kind of patting this, so I'm just gonna open it slowly. It might have been through a lot today. I just got it from the store. Could have rolled around in my car. I don't need an explosion on top of everything else. Most of my life as a stay-at-home mom, other than all the editing videos and stuff like that, what you don't see, it's mostly just cleaning and preparing like basic kid food all day. That's my life, if you're curious. Just a lot of dishes, a lot of laundry, and a lot of heating things up. Okay, so we're gonna, I'm just gonna do this in front of you guys. So we'll do this. Okay, I've never used butter extract before, so I'm excited when I do a recipe where I'm doing something I've never done before. Just need a little bit, so it's for this entire liter. It is 1/4 teaspoon, which is tiny. I'm kind of curious what this smells like too, because I'm guessing it smells like alcoholic butter. So I use vanilla extract. Oh, I can already smell the butter. It smells so good. I love butter, you guys. I go through a lot of butter. That might catch up to me someday, but I love butter. Yes, Raleigh? Okay, there might be a reception issue, or maybe where she is, she can't get your messages. Did you check your pink phone for your number?
No, I don't know where it is.
It's on your bed, I think. I need to know your number because my phone is on Do Not Disturb. When I say her number, she has type 1 diabetes, so I always need to know her number to make sure she has the right blood glucose level, because if she's too low, she needs sugar, and if she's too high, she needs insulin. So I'm always having to kind of manage that. That's another thing I do all the time. So, all right, we're just doing a little bit. It's clear. Wow. Whoa, that's strong. Okay, so just a little tiny bit, you guys, just a little tiny bit. And then, don't yell at me during my video, please.
Telling you what my number is.
Okay, what's your number, Sweet Pea? Thank you.
178.
178? Okay, if that goes below 100, please tell me, okay? So it's so little, but I think it's really gonna change the flavor, just the perfect amount. And again, I don't have the butterscotch. I know I've mentioned that a million times, but that's gonna be harder to find. I think you're gonna have to order that and get it delivered, or get it delivered for pickup at your local store. Unless you're in a big city and you know a baking shop that has. So what I'm gonna do, since I don't, Raleigh, honestly, you gotta keep it down. Can you close your door? Sorry, just one sec. Okay, Raleigh, let's switch gears. Let's switch over. There you go. Take a deep breath. You're doing great, Raleigh. You're going to be okay, and I know you'll have lunch with her soon. Okay, you guys, I'm so sorry. This is kind of, honestly, I don't know if anyone's going to be able to get through this one. Okay, so to substitute, you guys, if you're still hanging on with me, to substitute, instead of the butterscotch extract, I'm just going to line, let me put this down because I'm juggling too many things. Got my straw there. I'm just gonna line this with I'm just gonna spin it around, just put a lot in there because again, I don't have the butterscotch extract, so I wanna get that butterscotch flavor into the soda. I think this is actually gonna be really nice. So it's gonna be different in texture slightly and taste, but I'm just gonna put a lot of it on there because the extract's just so strong. And then I am gonna put the lid on this and just, I'm not gonna shake it because it's soda, but I am going to agitate it a bit. This is, I don't know if this cap wants to go back on because it didn't come off properly. This is the right lid, right? Yeah. This little, it didn't like break off properly, so hopefully I can get it back on. Might be out of luck. Doesn't want to screw back on. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Okay. No, it doesn't want to go back on. I'll do it over this thing. I'm just going to agitate it. I'm just going to do this. So it just at least goes down and back up. Because of that butter extract, I want it to mix. But I'm not going to shake it. And then we just pour it in. Oh, I'm excited. Finally! Oh my God, you guys. This was such a journey. Thank you for going on this journey with me today. Making gluten-free, low carb. And then I'm just going to float this on top. I'm going to be generous because I love whipped cream. Anything whipped and creamy, that is my jam. Hi, Jaime. I'm making the gluten-free butterbeer from scratch, and it's low carb, and you're just in time to try it. You missed all the shenanigans. My kids, a lot happened. It was insanity if you want to watch the playback, but here we are. We've arrived with our butterbeer. I actually did the diet cream soda so my daughter can drink it safely because she has type 1, and it's completely gluten-free, the butterscotch and everything. You guys, it is good. It tastes like it. Okay, so this is why I'm really excited. This is the diet cream soda. And if any of you drink regular soda and prefer it to diet, you know that diet tastes so different from regular. But maybe it's that I don't know the taste enough of regular cream soda. This is so good. Especially if you're a fan of root beer floats like me. I love me a root beer float. This is such a fun variation. It kind of feels very mid-century, like when you used to go to the soda pop shop, and you get like cream soda and, you know, with ice cream. This is something that is definitely worth it to try at home. I put the link in the description box. It's so easy. Now, all of these ingredients did cost about $16, and I was not able to find the butterscotch extract, but it really worked putting butterscotch inside the glass before pouring the soda. So if you want to skip that step, honestly, this tastes exactly like the butterbeer that we had earlier this week at Universal City Walk at the Hogsmeade store or stand or whatever you want to call it. I'm just gonna be really crass. I'm just gonna eat about off. Oh my God. Stop it, you guys. This is so good. Wait, I'm gonna get a spoon. I'm gonna show you this. So Jaime, you just got here. We made this from scratch. It is basically heavy whipping cream, butterscotch, the topping, just the butterscotch syrup, and a little bit of powdered sugar. I think it was like a half a cup of powdered sugar. No, it was a fourth a cup. Fourth a cup, right? I don't remember now. The recipe is in the link. If you guys like butterscotch, you're gonna wanna do this whipped cream topping. You're gonna put it on everything. You're gonna put it in your coffee. You're gonna put it on your soda. You're gonna put it on your cake, your pie. Next Thanksgiving, this is showing up to Thanksgiving. This is good. And here's what's really interesting, you guys. Before I tried this drink at Universal City Walk at the Harry Potter Hogsmeade store, I didn't really know if I liked butterscotch. Like, it's not something I have very often. And when I was a kid, when I had like a sundae, you know, with the ice cream and the banana and the cherry and the whipped cream, I remember getting, I remember liking chocolate and maybe even caramel, but I don't really remember like ordering butterscotch. And I kind of thought it was like the same as caramel, but it's totally different and it's delicious because caramel has like kind of a taffy, chewy texture to it, where this is just creamy and it is good. It's, you know what it is? It's butter and sugar, and I love butter. And there's the butter extract. If you like butter, and this is low carb, look at this, you guys. I'm gonna just like for an hour now, just be like, oh my God, this is so good. Because here's the thing, I never made this before. I'm not familiar with this drink. I'm doing it live. I have no idea if this is gonna work out, let alone taste good, because it can look good on camera, but it might not taste good. But this actually looks and tastes delicious, so I'm so happy we got through this journey despite all of the meltdowns that my 8 and 5-year-old had. Declan didn't melt down, but he's just, you know, he's a kid, so he thinks he's funny, like interrupting me every 5 seconds from the side, so you know. Okay, so I want to show you guys, if you're just joining me. Oh no, it's right here. I want to show you this. So, like I said, my daughter has type 1 diabetes, so we're always doing diet, and often diet just doesn't taste as good. So I was nervous this was going to taste like chemical, like have a chemical taste, but it's so good. It's so creamy, so buttery, so good. Okay, 0 carbs. So if you're like me and you really need to lower your child's carb intake or your carb intake for dietary reasons, or you know, you have an autoimmune disease like type 1 diabetes, 0 carb, and it was so good. So, all right, I'm a new fan because of this butterbeer. I am a new fan of butterscotch. This is butterscotch. I am not getting paid to make an ad for butterscotch. This is so good. Okay, so thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you to everyone that came by and said hi. I hope you guys had fun making this with me and learning about this butterbeer drink. If you have any questions about it being gluten-free, not gluten-free, because it's a little confusing, please feel free to put it in the comments. And I'll see you guys later in Super Cali Land. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, we really appreciate the support. All right, thanks you guys. I'm gonna go help my daughter and get through this emotional journey that she is on right now with her best friend. Okay, bye. Have a beautiful weekend, you guys.